Hey, this is Erin with Creative Eye Chalk. I'm not sure bought a transfer from me or if you bought one from someone else and you're not really sure what to do, and I just wanted to go over quickly with you some of the basics. So first, when you get a transfer from us, on the back are instructions that you need to follow. The way you peel a transfer, what you should do with it if it's the first time you're using it, how to clean it. I recommend you go ahead and you read that because it really will help the life of your transfer to be longer. So basically, I'm going to show you on a transfer that I've already used. I'm going to do a quick design for you. You're always tempted to peel up from the corner and pull it back. We don't recommend that. You can lift from the corner, but then try to catch it on a bigger section and then pull it back, because you don't want to stretch your transfer. So it's a reusable silkscreen transfer. So sometimes, I don't know if you can zoom in enough to see, you will see within the silkscreen little pieces of green. And that's because this company is based on chalkboards. And if you think of your chalkboard designs, rarely are they crisp, clean lines. We do have a lot of patterns that are like that, but some of them purposely have those lines in there, so it looks more like chalkboard. So once you get your transfer up, I will usually have a towel or something sitting over to the side, and I will put it on to get some extra fuzz on the back. Sometimes I might just put my transfer on my shirt or my pants. Just depends where I am, what clothing I'm wearing, but a lot of times I'll have a towel to put it down. This one has been fuzzed enough, so I'm not really concerned about it. I've used it several times already. Next thing you're going to do, once you have the fuzzing on the back, is you position your transfer however you want, and you can lift it up. If you put it down, you don't like that placement, you just lift it up and you place it down again. So I lightly go over it, and then if I feel an air bubble up there, I might lift it up again, get the air bubble out. But really what you want to do is make sure that all your silkscreen part is pressed against the surface, because that's the part that the chalk paste will go through. So I'm just with some pressure. Over here I have a little air bubble. You probably can't see it, but I'm not concerned about that because that's on the blue part of the design. No paint is going to go through there. But if I saw a bubble in one of my letters where the chalk paste is going to go through, then I definitely want to get that out, because I am going through, I am trying to get as crisp of a print as I can. Some of our chalk pastes have a lot of pigment in them. If I use the eraser that we have, I could get a lot of that off, but I wasn't really worried about it since it doesn't affect the design. So I decided, since we're coming up to Valentine's Day, that I was going to make the sign a little bit more lovey-dovey this time. So I'm using my pink chalk paste. You want it to be the consistency of yogurt. And what I like to do is put the paste up toward the top of the design and then start pulling it down. Okay? So I'm not concerned about putting too much on or too little, because if I put too much, I just wipe it off. If I put too little, then I just grab some more. But if I have too much on there, I always like to put the excess back in the jar because I want it to last as long, my chalk paste to last as long as I can. Okay, so most of this that I'm doing now, I don't really have to be, you know, real careful about where I'm going because I'm not running into another part of the design that's going to be a different color. But you'll see as I start coming closer to those letters, I'll be a little bit more careful. But one of the things that I love about Chalk Couture is if you make a mistake, you can lift it up, you can wipe it off. You can actually, after you do the whole thing, if you decide you don't like it, you just wash it off with a washcloth and water. You don't even have to have a soap. So, okay. So once you start putting your chalk paste on your transfer, you only have about 2 minutes before it starts to dry. What I can do now is actually lift it and then gently set it back down. Or I could take the whole thing off, let it dry, and put it back down. The more that you do this, you'll find that you'll actually be working quicker and you'll be able to get your second color on without having to go through that, but I'm not working as quick as I normally would. Okay, and I'm just going to do this part all one color. When I've done this before, I've actually done it 3 colors, but for the sake of time here, we're just going to do the 2 colors. And I'll just show you one little quick thing here. I'm going to do our ombre right there in the middle. So I'm putting down some of this green. This is one of my favorite greens right now, kiwi. So I'm putting some of that right there in the middle, putting just a little extra dab toward the center of that, doing the same thing with the pink, coming at it at the top, only pulling down a little, and then I'm going to blend them. And that's the effect that we'll end up with there is called the ombre. I think I got it all. All right, and then the last thing we do is you just put that in some water, and I'll take my board eraser and wipe off some of that chalk paste and then lay that out on a towel to dry, face up. But I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day. Together is our favorite place to be. If you would like to join my VIP group, it's Creative Eye with 2 E's in the middle, Chalk VIP, or you can private message me. I'll send you an invite. It's Erin Har, E-R-I-N-H-A-R-R-E. Thank you.